Hey guys, it's Keisha and welcome back. In the last video, I mentioned that I would be making a potato and chickpea curry to go with the rice and peas. And that's what I'll be making today. If you haven't checked out the rice and peas video, you can check that out right here. So let's go ahead and get started with the ingredients we're going to be using for today. You'll need chickpeas, peas and carrots, a good curry powder McCormick won't do, white onion, ginger, cardamom, whole allspice, fresh thyme and garlic, habanero pepper, potatoes, green onion, salt and pepper, and coconut milk. The first thing I want to do is heat about 1 tablespoon of oil on low in my pot. While my oil is heating, I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon of curry powder and place that into the bowl and add some water to it. You guys, it's important that you get a real West Indian curry powder. McCormick's is not going to work here. You want something that's going to be potent and that's going to have real flavor. To this, I'm going to add about 2/3 cup of water and give this a stir. We're going to have to cook the curry before we start adding anything else to it. Just want to stir this until I make sure that all of the lumps are out. Now that my oil has been heating for a few minutes on low, I'm going to go ahead and add my curry and water mixture, and I'm going to use my lid to protect me from getting splattered. You want to just make sure that it's a steady stream. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes, still on low, maybe crank it up just a little bit to medium. While the curry is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get started on dicing my potatoes. So I have 2 large and 1 medium small potato here. It doesn't really matter how you dice it, but you want to make sure that your potatoes are going to be the same size, roughly. Now that potatoes are all cooked, let's go ahead and check on the curry. Now that our curry's been cooking for about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the onions and carrots, as well as the ginger, the cardamom pods, my whole allspice, and my garlic. Get this coated and let this cook for about another 4 minutes. This has been cooking for 4 minutes, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add the rest of my ingredients, potatoes, chickpeas, and the peas. I'm gonna give this a stir and just try to make sure that the curry gets on all of this. Now that everything's coated, the last thing to do is just cover this with water. Turn the heat up to a medium high. Bring this to the boil, and once it boils, just turn it down to a medium low and let it simmer until the potatoes are cooked through and fork tender. The last thing I'm going to add is my thyme and my habanero pepper, which this time I actually sliced. We're gonna let this come to the boil and then turn it down and simmer it uncovered. Now that my curry has come to the boil, I'm going to go ahead and turn this down to a medium low and let it simmer until the potatoes are fork tender uncovered. And I'm going to leave it uncovered because I want this to reduce, because once it reduces, I'm going to add just a little bit of coconut milk to thicken it up a little bit. Now that the curry has reduced some, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of coconut milk, which is optional. You don't have to do this, but I like to use it because it thickens it and gives it just a little bit of sweetness. And now that I've added my coconut milk, I will leave this to continue simmering, but this time I will cover it. My potatoes are fork tender, so now that it's finished, I'm just going to go ahead and stir in some green onion. It's my last and final touch, just to get some fresh color in here. I'm gonna season this with salt, remove my allspice, cardamom, thyme, and habanero pepper, and then get this onto a plate. You guys, this smells awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a spoonful and just ladle it right in the side. And there you have it. That is it, a West Indian curry. It's gonna be spicy. It's thickened up really nicely from the potatoes, the starchiness of the potatoes, and the coconut milk that we put in there. And I just went ahead and paired this with some fried plantain, the rice and peas that I made a few days ago, and a medley of red cabbage, kale, and red peppers with some steamed broccoli. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give this a try. I can't wait to get into this. I'm so hungry, I haven't eaten anything all day. It's going on 7:40 p.m. Yeah, I need to eat something. It's excellent. It is spicy. So if you don't like spicy food, again, you can omit the pepper. You can choose to leave it whole without puncturing it. You can use a different type of pepper if habanero is too hot for you. You've got options. This is a great basic West Indian curry recipe that you can customize and make your own by using different vegetables, not using coconut milk and just using water, or using new spices, whatever your heart desires. Give this recipe a try. Let me know how you like it in the comments below, and if you do make a curry but yours is slightly different, I'd like to know how you customize yours and how yours is different from mine. As always, thanks for watching and happy eating.